watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers and brought to you by these sponsors.
And welcome back to Bucs Stadium. Just moments from kickoff. Let's quickly go to the keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Number one, stay on schedule. You don't want to be looking at 2nd and 13. Use multiple coverages defensively, because if you lock into one, that Miller quarterback, Andrew Body, will cut you to ribbons. And finally, finish. Let's not forget that Veterans Memorial had a 23-0 lead in that regular season meeting and ultimately let that one slip away. Now for the Miller Buccaneers, run the ball. We all know how well they throw it, but if they can run the ball, they really have you in a bad spot. Secondly, pressure Veterans Memorial quarterback Carter's center fit. And finally, don't fall for gadgets, because you know that Vets head coach Cody Semper has plenty of gadget plays tonight. We'll set this afternoon's game officials, one of our favorite crews, headed by referee Robert Newton. Craig Underbrink is the head linesman, the line judge Reginald Johnson. Mark Trammell is the umpire this afternoon, the back judge Gary Underbrink, the side judge P.J. Williams, and the field judge is Patrick Puebla. Now here's Alan with today's starting lineups.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. Let's start with the designated visiting team, the Vets Eagles. Offensively up front, they're led by seniors Ethan Bonner and Noah Zamaron. Offensive backs and receivers, the quarterback is junior Carter Centerfit. Senior Kobe Piper is a lead running back, and senior Matthew Krall leads a very talented group of receivers today. On defense now, first of front six out of that 4-2-5 alignment, they have three seniors on that D-line, including Anthony Guerrero, M.J. Rodriguez, and Demetrius Ortiz. And in the secondary, Brandon Moreno and Jacob Beltran bring plenty of veteran experience. Now let's move to the Miller Bucs, starting with their O-line. They have four seniors led by left tackle Jesse Esquivel and right guard Jabril Joseph. Backs receivers for the Buccaneers, led by quarterback Andrew Body. Receivers Ralph Rodriguez, Adrian Lloyd, and Cassius Clay are as good as you're going to see. And then you've got Marcel Davis and McCullion Williams will split time at running back. Defensively, Miller runs out of a base 4-3. The front seven includes senior defensive lineman Manuel Lozano and Jared Rodriguez, along with junior middle linebacker Jayshawn Trimble. And of course, on that back end, you got the two senior safeties, Ezekiel Moya and Zamori Nichols. They're rock solid. And corners Cassius Clay, Oscar Reyes are excellent as well.
Alan, thanks very much. We'll set the conditions for you. They're not bad. That early morning drizzle has dried up. That's not a problem. The field is in great condition. The wind is a factor. It's a breeze of about 23 mph coming out of the south. I don't think it will affect the passing game much because both quarterbacks have big arms. However, it could play a role in the kicking game and might influence some fourth down decisions. So we'll set the game captains for you, starting with the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Number 25, Matthew Krall. Number 6, Jacob Beltran. Number 72, Anthony Guerrero. And they added a late captain late this morning, number 22, Kobe Piper. Now for the Miller Bucs, the captains are number 10, Andrew Body. Number 22, Marcel Davis. Number 1, Chris Saldana. Number 98, Manny Lozano. Now, the coin toss has already been performed, Alan, and Miller won the toss. They deferred, so Vets gets the ball and the wind to start the game.
That's big because the wind is definitely going to be a factor. Blowing at 23 right now and gusting up to 30.
Just moments ago, we were permitted to get inside the Miller locker room and hear this address from head coach Justin Evans. We want you to know that we asked permission to get inside the Vets locker room as well. Their head coach, Cody Semper, politely declined, and we certainly, Alan, understand that. Each team is going to have their way of going about this, and they want to get prepared properly. So thanks to all involved.
Paul, what a setting this is today. You just look around, every seat is full. We got standing room only. We got people sitting in the bleachers on both ends, and it's going to be a great day of football here at Bucs Stadium.
What was the biggest thing that stood out with you? What was your takeaway from that game they played in the regular season?
Well, it was just the fact that Miller came all the way back, being down 23-0, and that they came back with 3 games in a row to win, and both teams were so evenly matched that I think today, Vets gets out to a lead, they're going to be thinking about what happened last time.
Well, of course, they're going to get that opportunity because they get the ball and the wind to start the game. Now, once again, we'll tell you that the captains are meeting at midfield. This is a reenactment. That's kind of the way they do things in this district. The actual coin toss is performed about 30 minutes before kickoff.
Very unusual that the two head coaches would come out. I've never seen that before for the coin toss, but there they are. It's that big of a ball game.
Interesting, in their pregame remarks that we brought you moments ago, they were kind of saying the same thing. They were stressing ball security more than anything else.
Without a doubt, that's going to play a major role. And you think, and we've talked about this many times. Andrew Body, 1 interception all year long. That's just hard to believe. And if he can keep up that amazing statistic today, I think Miller has the edge.
And by the way, that's 1 interception against 44 touchdown passes, if you can believe that. So we've got colorful uniforms today, numbers that are easy to see. It's a broadcaster's paradise. There you see Veterans Memorial in their white uniforms trimmed in blue. And interestingly, the Miller Buccaneers are going with their black uniforms, Alan, that they say for special occasions. So they've declared this the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Yeah, I like it. I really do.
So again, this game is in really good hands. The referee, Robert Newton. Alan, I don't know about you, but for my money, just the best around.
Well, I tell you what, he picked a good game because he's going to get, his crew will get a percentage of the gate today. That's how they get paid. And we're going to have 10,000 plus here today. I don't know what time you got here, but I got here about 10:45-ish. Parking lot was already full. There were cars parked up and down Leopard Street. And fans that were already in line because many of the fans had, GA tickets. So they literally ran into the stadium at about 12:15 to find the best seat available.
We had some tailgating going on shortly after 8 a.m. Now, you are, of course, the guru, the dean of experts on Coastal Bend High School football. But I can tell you, I don't recall here a more highly anticipated game, I don't know, ever.
Well, there was a couple of King Carroll games back in the 80s that were pretty big time that filled this place up 11,000. But this, for the last, I would say the last 15 years, this is the biggest hype game that we've seen in these parts for a long, long time.
Good to go. So, for Miller, the kicker, Aniceto Zamora has it teed up. We're waiting for the whistle. And with this, we're playing the great game. It's a short kickoff, going to be taken at about the 26-yard line and returned up the right sideline. Very short return out to about the 31-yard line. And we will get our first look of the afternoon at the Veterans Memorial offense, which is averaging a little over 32 points a game and over 400 yards. This is a very potent offense, particularly when they can get the running game going. And the first thing I see, Alan, is that Kobe Piper is starting at running back for Vets. He had had some injury issues earlier.
Yeah, he had some leg issues, but he's good to go. And when he goes, so goes these Eagles.
Piper standing to the left of the quarterback, Carter Centerfit. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Running play on first down. They cross the formation, and over right tackle goes Kobe Piper for a gain of almost 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Kobe Piper, who has rushed for 16 touchdowns, along with almost 1,000 yards so far this year.
And it's good to see Carter Centerfit back out there. As you know, he's been bothered by an ankle this year that he injured in the Flower Bluff game. Talked to him on Monday. He told me he felt like he's as healthy as he's been all year. I don't know if he's 100% yet, but he's getting pretty close to it.
Has a huge arm and is a very effective runner as well. Play clock at 9 right now. On 2nd and about 6. Centerfit with the play fake. Throws deep near side. Got a man. That's complete and a big gain into Miller territory. Down inside the 40, down to the 38 goes Cameron De La Pena. Good throw, maybe an even better catch. Nice adjustment.
And that's what Veterans Memorial does. They can kill you with that passing game. Boy, a nice catch there by De La Pena.
Line of scrimmage is the 38. So Vets quickly into Miller territory. Kobe Piper with the carry on first down. Very short yardage, maybe not even a yard. Clock moving now with 10:52 remaining here in this first quarter of this highly anticipated game. In the 3rd round of the playoffs, the regional semifinals.
Eagles certainly want to take advantage of the wind. They've got the ball here to start, and Carter Centerfit obviously taking advantage of that. But sometimes, they say it's just as hard to throw with the wind as it is against the wind. You got to have just the perfect touch.
Big matchup at the bottom of the screen. Matthew Crawl against Cassius Clay. We'll be looking at that all day long. Center fit, flush right, looking for a receiver. Looks, throws. Is that complete? It is. Down around the 30-yard line. It looks like it's about a yard and a half shy of the first down, but a nice adjustment by the receiver. And again, that's Cameron De La Pena, his second catch in the opening moments.
You know, for a real tall guy like Carter Centerfit is, he's very mobile.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Centerfit pitches it out as Joey Perez on the carry. And since the lineman did not go downfield, a lot of you are saying, I don't know, man, it may have been a forward. Well, it may have been a forward pass, but it was totally legal. And it clears for the first down around the 27-yard line. Eagles quickly to the line of scrimmage. Buccaneers showing blitz. This drive started back at the Eagle 30-yard line. And this is the 5th play of the drive coming up. Center fit from the gun. Piper to his left. 2 receivers to either side. Center fit, an out route. Once again, man, they're keeping this guy busy. That's Cameron De La Pena once again. Allen, that was a really interesting stick route. He took it into the inside and then broke it straight back out.
Well, I tell you what, number 1 has been the number 1 receiver so far for Carter Centerfit today. And if it works, just keep on doing it.
Play clock moving with 19 seconds remaining. And the line of scrimmage, the 17-yard line. They fake the jet sweep. They throw it on the slant to Matthew Crawl over the middle to the 1. Fumbles into the end zone. It appears to be recovered for a touchdown by the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Lots of moving parts on that one, Alan Harwell.
Man, it certainly was. That's a 17-yard touchdown. And we have a new guy that catches the ball on this opening drive. And you said it, yeah, right there. Matthew Crawl, one of the top receivers in the district. And it was a perfectly thrown ball. And it was a great route and good anticipation of being able to jump back on that football.
Well, it was De La Pena who got on the ball.
Yes.
So one way or the other, that is a Veterans Memorial Eagle touchdown. And they score quickly in the opening 3 minutes of the ball game.
So somebody gets an assist here, right?
Absolutely. And on for the PAT, Connor Rye. He's 33 of 35, now 34 of 36 on the season. So Veterans Memorial, as they did in that regular season meeting, strikes first. They lead at 7-0. Back in just a moment, we'll take a look at that Miller offense. We thank you so much for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Post-Acute Medical is a state-of-the-art medical rehabilitation hospital committed to providing high-quality care. We specialize in traumatic brain injuries, amputations, strokes, and other complex medical conditions. We are proud to introduce ExoGT for stroke, spinal cord injuries, and other neurological rehabilitation. ExoGT is designed to help you correctly stand and walk after a neurological impairment. Post-Acute Medical. Welcome to a higher standard of care.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
During the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models. That's over $5,700 below MSRP on this Trax. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Okay, Alan, so Crawl on the reception, fumbles it. De La Pena gets on it one way or the other. That ends up being 7 points for the Eagles.
It's a good thing he recovered that ball because he had not crossed the goal line when that ball came loose. So that was a definite fumble, and that's a heads-up play. And that right now, that's the play of the game right now. That kind of plays win you ball games.
So that's Cameron De La Pena, who already has 3 receptions and also alertly recovers that fumble in the end zone for the touchdown to give his team a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff, and we'll get our first look of the afternoon at that very potent Miller offense, which is averaging about 55 points and just over 550 yards per game. Low, twisting kickoff goes into the end zone and through, and so that'll result in a touchback. The ball spotted at the 25-yard line. Imagine better with Grande Communications. Go to mygrande.com or call 866-2-GRANDE today.
Well, this game very reminiscent of the first game. Remember, Vets came out and scored the game's first 23. Now they've come out and scored the game's first 7. And let's see how the Miller offense responds going into a very stiff breeze. We know they like to throw the ball effectively, but they can also run. So maybe we'll see a lot of the running game on this opening possession.
Andrew Body, who threw 4 touchdown passes a week ago today in that win over San Antonio Southwest, now with 44 touchdown passes on the year. Cassius Clay goes in motion across the formation to the far side to balance the formation. 2 receivers to either side, and we have a flag, and that may be on the opening snap, a delay of game penalty. That's the kind of thing that drives coaches batty.
Man, it really, we talked about that all year. How does that happen? I mean, we see it a lot.
Well, it's going to cost them 5, obviously. So it's a 1st and 15 situation with the ball now back at the 20-yard line. 4-man defensive front for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. This defense is giving up right at 18 points a game, and they have 23 quarterback sacks on the year. Body wants to throw deep, far side, looking for Cassius Clay. He leans back for the ball. It's incomplete. There are no flags. That's one of those situations, just good football pretty much by everybody.
Well, I got to tell you, that was a great pass into this stiff breeze. Gusting up to about 30 miles. He had a lot on that football.
Not lacking for arm strength, that's for sure. After the incompletion, it's now 2nd and 15. Ball at the 20. Play fake. Throw over the middle, and it's complete to Adrian Lloyd, and that ball was delivered right on target. Going to be about 2.5 yards shy of a 1st down. They were 3rd down coming up. Sorry.
I was going to say I was in practice on Tuesday. They ran that route all practice. They were really working on that particular route right there. You just saw.
They go 3 by 1 on the formation this time. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. And that's a 1-on-1 matchup here on the near side. Play fake, wide receiver screen, goes through the receiver's hands, falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. And yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting decision here by Justin Evans.
I think he's got a punt here. There's no question about it. You do not want to give the ball, but it looks like they are going to go for it.
I just had a feeling that down 7-0 and needing about 2.5 that he might be tempted to do this. On 4th down, here is the give. And I don't think he's even close.
I don't think
he's shut down at the 34-yard line. He gained a half yard of that. Marcel Davis, just no place to run the football. Huge effort by the Memorial Eagle defense. Their team already leads 7-0, and they've got another golden opportunity.
Let's see if we can take another look at that. And here we go. And Marcel Davis trying to get something going right here. A little surprising. I kind of thought we might see a play action pass on this, but no, they try to run the ball. And Veterans Memorial, boy, they got a great defensive line, and they shut them down.
Here come the Eagles starting this drive at the Miller 34-yard line. Center fit, looks, near side, going for Matthew Kroll. Outstanding man coverage by Cassius Clay. Nothing doing there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Take another look at it. Just a little overthrown.
Outstanding job of kind of riding the receiver to the outside by Cassius Clay. Only 2 down linemen for the Miller defense right now. Now a 3rd guy puts his hand on the nylon, the artificial turf. 2 receivers left and right. Piper, the running back, to the right of the quarterback, Carter, center fit. Running play coming near side, lots of room. Good wall-off job by that offensive line, and Kobe Piper has a good gain down to about the 22-yard line, and we do have a late flag flying as well.
Yeah, I don't know who this is going to go against. Both players were pushing and shoving. Let's see who started it and who got caught at the end.
Well, we got 2 flags, actually.
Well, here comes Piper around that left side. Now, if we can keep it rolling here, kind of got a shove.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Got a hit there by number 7.
That's Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay.
And, that tends to be frowned upon.
That's going to be a 15-yarder without a doubt.
Yeah, that was the earlier flag I was talking about. We're going to have offsetting penalties. We did have an early hold, and I was wondering how the offensive line got everybody walled off so effectively. That holding may have had something to do with it.
That's how you do it, yeah. So we're 2nd and 10 from the 34.
Veterans moments ago took over on downs after a 4th down attempt by Miller failed. Center field with plenty of time. Throws, crossing pattern. This is a race to the end zone, and Vets is going to win it. That's Joey Perez in for the score from 34 yards out, and the Eagles quickly take a 2-score lead.
Man, he was wide open. I mean, there was nobody within 5 yards of him, and he makes a nice run to the end zone. That's a 34-yard touchdown pass. And we'll check your passing stats here in a moment. But, boy, they own this passing game so far today here at Bucs Stadium. 13-0 now.
We'll take a look on the replay in a minute, but that appeared to be just a beautiful clear out there by the Veterans Memorial offense. They cleared everybody out and then brought the crossing route underneath. And the PAT by Connor Rye is once again good. 8:03 remaining in the first quarter. Eagles quickly up 14-0. Back in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas. Brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
A big truck didn't look when he's coming out of his parking and just stepped on the gas and ran into my kid's side doorway. We were all laughing, and then boom, we get hit. We immediately called Thomas J. Henry to help us. All I needed to worry about was taking care of my boys, and Thomas J. Henry's law firm took care of the rest. Thomas J. Henry fought for me and my family. They had my back.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Get a total value of over $11,500 on this Silverado Texas edition. Or get 20% below MSRP on all 2019 double cab pickups. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Back at Bucs Stadium with the Veterans Memorial Eagles off to a torrid start. They already lead it 14-0, and we have not played 4 full minutes in this football game yet, Alan.
Well, again, we talked about the passing game and certainly taking advantage of having the win. Veterans has already thrown the ball for 103 yards. Carter Centerfit is 6 of 7 already. And this is what he did a week ago when they beat San Antonio Vets Memorial. This is nothing new. We've seen this all year, and they're just a team that's hot right now.
And we want to thank Grande Communications, one of our many fine sponsors today. Kind of a windy day. That's an understatement here at Bucs Stadium. Ball blows off the tee, so they'll tee it up once again, and that's Connor Rye, who's 2 for 2 on PATs today, handling the kickoff chores as well.
Well, you could not have scripted this any better for Veterans Memorial. 2 touchdowns, and then they held Miller on a 4th down.
Kickoff going to be taken about 3 yards deep in the end zone. And wait a minute. Now, he took a knee, but I'm wondering if he stepped across the goal line before he stepped back. Alan, were you concerned about that?
Yeah, it was close. I don't think he did. They were right on the spot there. I don't think, but you don't want to play it that close.
Imagine better with Grande Communications. Go to mygrande.com or call 8662-GRANDE today. And we do have a flag at about the 32-yard line.
That's very unusual to have a holding call when you didn't even run the ball back, right?
Not much going right for the Buccaneers right now, but keep in mind that was similar to what happened in their regular season meeting in Week 9.
Oh, he did go over. Look at that.
I really thought there was a chance he did that. And if that's the case, if he crossed the goal line and went back, if that's the case, that should have been a safety.
And he did. I mean, it's obvious. We saw it, unless the whistle had already blown.
On 1st down, Body the quarterback gives it off to McCullion Williams, their fine sophomore running back. And he's a slasher, gets across the 25 out to the 26-yard line and has the 1st down. Williams again, this time really hit by the interior of the Eagle defense, led by defensive lineman M.J. Rodriguez. Gain of only 1. 2nd and 9. McCulley and Williams, a sophomore running back, with over 1,200 yards rushing this year and 13 rushing TDs. This is second and long. They balance the formation. Body wants to throw, now under pressure. Swings it out near side. That is McCulley and Williams, the running back, and he keeps moving. Nice gain there, and he appears to have the first down out close to the 39-yard line before he's knocked down by defensive back Christian Hinojosa. Bucs forcing the pace now quickly to the line of scrimmage, which is the 39-yard line. Three receivers to the far side. One-on-one matchup to the near side. Body on the running play. Once again, that's McCulley and Williams, and once again, the Eagle defense is just stout.
Yeah, they are fully prepared for this Miller running game. They've done a really good job of slowing these guys down so far. It's early, obviously, but let's see what happens here on second and long.
Body with a long count this time. Shoulder fake. Now he wants to run the ball to the near side. Gets hit pretty squarely at the 40 and struggles out to the 41-yard line. Andrew Body, who doesn't run it a lot, but is a very effective runner when he does. He has run for 9 touchdowns so far this year. Good stop made by linebacker Jaden Mora, who, by the way, went into this game with 101 tackles. It'll be third and almost a full 8 from the 41-yard line. Miller trying to get back into it. They quickly trail 14-0. Three-man defensive front for the Eagles. Body throws far side, got a man wide open. This is going to be complete and clear for the first down. That's Ralph Rodriguez, and he gets into Eagle territory at about the 49-yard line. Nice rhythm on that throw out.
Yeah, he really did. Well, that was a huge pickup right there, and they can kind of breathe a sigh of relief now. They convert. And now they're, for the first time today, they're inside on the other side of the 50-yard line.
They got the one-on-one to the near side. They work the other side instead. That's Adrian Lloyd on the catch. And once again, Body seems to be finding some rhythm here. Gain of about 5 before he's knocked down by Jabez Hudson. 3 receivers to the far side. And we've got movement before the snap. Maybe a free play. Body just jacks it deep. Got a man open. I think actually they blew the play dead. It appeared that Dalen Pena was across the line of scrimmage for the Eagles. All right, so it'll be a walk-off to the 39-yard line. And yeah, my rudimentary Lockhart High School math skills tells me that should be a first down, and it is. 3 receivers to the far side. They've been in that formation a lot. McCulley and Williams now set to the left side of the quarterback Andrew Body out of the pistol formation. Running play. McCulley and Williams bounces to the near side, looking to turn the corner. Can't really do it. And really only gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Again, a nice tackle applied by junior linebacker Jaden Mora. Line of scrimmage, the 39. And it's second and a full 10. This time they send the 3 receivers to the near side. That's the short side of the field. Got a one-on-one to the wide side. Marcel Davis, motion to the far side. He's got the reception, got a block from Ralph Rodriguez, and gets down inside the 35-yard line, down to about the 32. Nicely designed play.
Yeah, he was able to pick up a few extra yards after he made the catch. So now we got third and short.
Third and about 4. And they mark it at the 33. Clock moving with 4:05 remaining in the first quarter, and Veterans Memorial already leading 14-0. They went into this game with a record of 9-3. Miller, of course, undefeated for the first time in school history at 12-0. Running play down close to first down yardage, right at the 30-yard line. Don't think he quite has it. That was Marcel Davis, their fine senior.
Yeah, he's a yard short, looks like.
Almost a full yard. Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. Well, they went for it on 4th down earlier. No reason why they wouldn't now. And here we go. 3 receivers to the near side. Body may be changing the play. Moves his running back to the right side, and it looks like, who's this timeout going to be charged to?
Miller.
Okay, so Miller, yeah, I mean, it's a critical play. You're down 14-0. It's 4th down. You got to get this right.
Yeah.
I want to give a special thanks to all of our sponsors: Thomas J. Henry, your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers, Grande Communications, Nissan, CCRV, Superior H&H Homes, Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass. We thank you all. All right, so a critical 4th down call here for the Miller Buccaneers. They have fallen behind 14-0, and they really sorely need to get on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, this is a big play without a doubt. They were unsuccessful last time on 4th down, but this is a little bit of a shorter route to get to. Let's see if they run it up the middle, or I think Body's just going to take off with it. Let's see.
He's been good at that, and you're exactly right. And they lead with the guard as well, and Body easily has the 1st down around the 27-yard lines. They'll move the chains. Jaden Mora made the stop. Clock stops briefly with 3:18 remaining here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, this is what he does, and he's getting stronger, he's getting bigger, putting on a lot of weight, putting a lot of muscle. He's hard to bring down.
1st down, 3 receivers to the near side. Motion away from that. Marcel Davis is the motion man. They throw it on the slant instead to Ralph Rodriguez. Nice throw and catch down around the 15 or 14-yard line. And once again, I'll use that word, Alan, rhythm. Their offense had it on that play.
Yeah, if Joseph Metter doesn't make that tackle, Rodriguez is in the end zone.
This drive started back at the Miller 15-yard line. Body wants to throw into the end zone, now does so, looking for a man, and it's batted away. That is a nice defensive play by Jabez Hudson.
Yeah, we showed Jabez on television on Monday, and he talked about how, hey, we got to trust what the coaches tell us. If we do what the coaches tell us to do, we can win this football game. He says our coaches are really good about putting us in the right spot at the right time. And obviously, he was in the right spot there, wasn't he?
Did a great job of diagnosing that play, and I think that was the result of a lot of video study. On 2nd down, Body looks near side. Again, they like that slant route, and the ball hit the turf and falls incomplete. It was intended for Adrian Lloyd.
All right, another big 3rd down play here for the Miller Buccaneers, and you'll see the ball hit the ground right about there. It is.
Yeah, look at the rooster tail come up from the artificial turf. All those rubber pellets. 3rd and 10. Cassius Clay is the motion man. He turns upfield. Body now looks to the near side, throws into the end zone for Adrian Lloyd, and just overthrows him.
And he was open too, wasn't he?
He really was.
All right, let's see what Miller does on 4th and 10. Just a little overthrown. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they have a field goal kicker who is capable of getting that, but they're down 14-0, and they don't want 3. They want 7. Big challenge here. 4th and 10 from the 16-yard line. And we have a whistle and a stoppage, and at this point, Vets is going to take a timeout. And Alan, I think the reason for that was the first time we've seen that particular formation from the Miller offense. It was 2 by 2. They had 4 wide receivers, but they were much tighter toward the ball, which makes you think you would anticipate an outbreaking route.
All right, so they're going to stand around and they're going to talk about it, make some adjustments, and let's see if Miller will obviously come out with a different formation this next time, you would imagine. Let's see. Well, look at that big crowd. You look around, there's just not a seat available anywhere.
Well, we describe this as highly anticipated, and that would be, if anything, an understatement. mattered. It was fourth down.
I thought he had crossed the. I thought he had. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so once again, the Vets defense comes up big. And already we've seen this Miller offense go for it on fourth down 3 times.
I thought he crossed his line there. I thought maybe they were going to flag him for that, but they didn't.
They'll start this drive from the 16-yard line after the ball goes over on downs. 3 receivers to the near side for the Eagles. Center fit the quarterback. It's a run-pass option. Center fit has to reverse his field, puts his hand down on the ground, and gets back toward the line of scrimmage. And really, if he gained anything, it was only a couple of feet. Really a good job in pursuit by senior outside linebacker Darryl Harvey.
Yeah, he just couldn't get to his receiver, couldn't get open, so he was lucky he didn't get hurt on that play.
Gave him about a yard. 3-man defense up front for Miller. Actually, only 2 guys with a hand on the ground right now. Clock moving with 1:42 remaining here in the first quarter, and Vets already up 14-0.
They only got 2 seconds of the play clock.
They get the play away. Center fit wants to throw on the out route. It's complete, and that's the 4th catch of the quarter for Cameron De La Pena. And that's a route, Allen, they're really depending on right now. They move the receiver on a slant to the inside and then break him straight back out.
Yeah, pretty much all their success is, you're right, has been to that left side of the line all day long so far.
It'll be 3rd and 4. And the line of scrimmage is the 22-yard line. That man, De La Pena, now joins 2 other receivers on the far side. So they got trips over there and a one-on-one matchup here at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 4. Miller shows blitz. It's a running play, and they run right into that blitz. Outstanding job by the Miller defense. Kobe Piper gets absolutely nowhere, and it's 4th down, and Veterans will have to punt the football. That was a really nice job by nose tackle Dejon Bisbee.
I'm really surprised by that play selection on 3rd and 4 with the blitz package by the Miller Bucs, but it works.
Well, they were hoping that maybe the blitz would run by, but instead they just kind of ran right into the blitz, and that's why this game is such a wonderful chess match.
And no fullback back there to block. So.
Right. So the first punt of the afternoon for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. It's a wobbler, and it will travel into Miller territory at least and be killed at about the 47-yard line with only 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. But Miller, trailing by 2 scores, will have good field position, to say the least.
They will. This will be their best field position of the football game. And so far, the Veterans Memorial team has pretty much controlled this first quarter. Could not have scripted it any better. Bucs will get the wind on their after this play.
This will, of course, be the final play of the first quarter, with this drive starting at the Miller 48-yard line. Running play coming near side. McCulley and Williams is going to get snowed under way behind the line of scrimmage as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've played 12 minutes. Veterans Memorial leads the undefeated Miller Buccaneers 14-0. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment. We thank you so much for watching Game Day South Texas. Brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Let's talk politics? Just kidding. Well, kinda. Let's talk about Abe Lincoln. This Abe Lincoln. At Love Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, all you need is an Abe Lincoln just like this one. This Lincoln buys any new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. $5 down, that's it. Bring in an Abe Lincoln and drive home a Love Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or even a Ram truck. Only at Love.
At Seaside Memorial Park and Funeral Home, we offer a comforting place to remember and celebrate life. We offer the convenience of having all your funeral needs in one location, including a flower shop, multiple service chapels, and a number of different burial and cremation services that can be tailored to meet all of your family's preferences, including permanent cremation placement. We also offer pre-planning services that are essential for your loved one's financial and emotional well-being. Seaside Memorial Park and Funeral Home. Schedule your visit today.
Hey, it only happens once a year, folks, but it's going on right now. Our big Black Friday month-end sales event here at All-Star Mitsubishi in Corpus Christi. Hey, everybody, I'm Dan Walters. Come in right now. Every new car and truck, every used car and truck in our giant inventory, all marked for immediate sale. 0% financing for 72 months, folks. No payments for 90 days. Super easy credit, but you got to hurry. Sale ends Saturday. All-Star Mitsubishi. Hey, look, you come and see us.
Watch Chris 6 News, your #1 choice for local news and weather.
We begin quarter number 2. Miller trailing 14-0 with the ball 2nd and 12 from the Buccaneer 47-yard line. Body the quarterback. Slant throw over the middle. This is going to be a sprint toward the goal line, and it looks like Miller's going to win it. That's Ezekiel Moya. Ezekiel Moya on the long touchdown reception, and just like that, the Buccaneers are back in the game. Alan, a week ago, we saw Ezekiel Moya do everything for this football team.
He can. That's a 52-yard touchdown catch and run. And boy, did they need that. First play with the wind. They take advantage of it. Body throws a perfect strike, and Ezekiel runs away from the secondary.
Beautifully executed. That's Aniceto Zamora on for the PAT, and he's got it. Today's game is brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, injury attorneys available 24/7, nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. Today's game also made possible by Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass. Come by and let's be friends. So a lightning strike, Allen, by the Miller offense, and just like that, they cut that Vets lead in half.
They really, really needed that, and they come up big.
We'll go quickly to the sideline, and the third member of our broadcast team, Chelsea Torres.
Alan, Paul, we talked to both coaches before the game, and of course they say that this is one of the biggest games for CCISD, but not only that, they said to really shut out the crowd, it's all about taking care of the ball. And when I was on that Miller sideline earlier in the first quarter, you could really get the sense of urgency just trying to get that first score, and of course you could see right at the top of that second quarter, they were able to get that. Guys, back to you.
Chelsea, thanks very much. By the way, that was touchdown pass number 45 on the season for Andrew Body.
They are never out of a football game with that kind of quick strike ability.
Zamora, who just added the PAT, is on for the kickoff. He's kicking with the benefit of this win, but they'll just pop it up into that open area. It's taken at the 30-yard line, and the receiver is hit immediately and dropped at about the 33. So now these two fighters, Alan, are kind of settling in. Now they're trading blows a little bit.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Let's see what Vets can do going into this breeze. They were very successful throwing the ball. We had talked about that they had thrown the ball for over 100 yards in their first 2 possessions alone. So let's see if they kind of keep it on the ground here into this wind, or they're going to chance it.
They'll start this drive from their 33-yard line. Kobe Piper, despite the fact he suffered a foot injury last week, has gone all the way at running back for the Eagles. Now they'll set him to the left side of their quarterback, Carter Centerfit. 2 receivers left and right. Centerfit wants to throw all the way, has great time. There's that crossing route again, and there's that man again. Cameron De La Pena. I mean, they are wearing them out on that play.
I'm telling you, that you're right. That play has worked.
About 35 yards on that completion.
It was, and it looks like we've got a Miller Buccaneer down. That's number 4. And you'd see
Reyes.
Yeah, you'd see any player go down, but 35-yard pickup there. I guess when you're going into the wind, obviously you're not going to be affected by the wind quite as bad when you're throwing the short passes. But boy, they're running some great routes, and they're picking up a lot of yardage after the catch today.
Alan, they really are, and it's been 2 routes. There's been that stick route to De La Pena where he goes in and out, and then they run the clear route. We do have an injury on the field. We're hoping everything turns out there well there. Back in just a moment with 11:38 remaining before halftime, and Veterans leading 14-7. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas from Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
It's football time in Texas. And it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look.
Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Ford Cup player of
all the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Camping season is here, and Bishop RV Center is ready with 3 acres of fresh new 2020 travel trailers and fifth wheels. Why settle for last year's model when you can own a brand new 2020 for the same price? Come by Bishop RV Center and tour this brand new 2020 Catalina 333, designed with a huge living and kitchen area to make your camping trips the ultimate experience. What are you waiting for? Buy your dream RV today at Bishop RV.
Back at Bucs Stadium, and Alan Harwell, Carter's center fit, is off to a hot start. That was Oscar Reyes is the injured player here for the Miller Buccaneers. He was able to get to the sideline under his own power.
Carter Centerfit is off to a hot start today. He's 9 of 10, 151 yards passing, and he's been unstoppable so far.
Well, after the 35-yard reception by De La Pena, it's 1st and 10. Veterans Memorial Eagles from the Miller 32-yard line. Eagles trying to add to their 14-7 lead. Piper, the running back, to the right side of the quarterback. Movement before the snap, free play. Center fit throws deep far side, and that's a really outstanding defensive play by Cassius Clay to prevent the reception. Matthew Kroll was the intended receiver, and Alan, I know you saw this too. When these two teams got together in the regular season, those two guys were jawing at each other all night long.
Yeah, they pretty much was. And that's a great play there by Cassius Clay.
It was.
He was, and nice pass from center fit also. But now, let's see what happens.
Well, it was a free play, as I indicated. So it's 5-yard walk-off on the offside. It's 1st and 5. And the line of scrimmage is the 27. Center fit has plenty of time, steps up, now takes a hit, throws to the post. It's incomplete, and I mean, that is outstanding man coverage by Ralph Rodriguez. He was manned up on the intended receiver, and he just got in his hip pocket. Nice play.
And Centerfit had a man right in his face when he threw that football. He got hit as he was throwing the ball, and well, Ralph almost comes up with a great catch there.
Drive started back at the Vets' 33-yard line. This will be the 4th play of the drive coming up. Again, we got motion before the snap, and again, we got a free play. Centerfit's going to throw it in the end zone. Why not? Looking for a man, incomplete, but they're going to get the 5 yards, and they're going to get a first down.
Man, I thought he was going to catch that ball for a touchdown for a minute.
Nice recognition by Centerfit. Nothing to lose there.
Well, that's one way to get a first down.
Well, they just gave him a first down on 2 offside penalties. That'll move it to the 22.
You know, when the wind's blowing like this, it's kind of hard to hear the quarterback. Don't you think a little bit for those defensive guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a factor. Now keep in mind that they really shouldn't be influenced by the quarterback. They should be influenced by the movement of the ball. But I do think because of the hard count, it makes it hard. I do. Centerfit throws near side, and that's incomplete, intended for Brad Berta.
Well, I see a lot of those guys. I don't always see them looking at the football. They're almost looking at the quarterback's head.
It can be a big influence. There's no question about that. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Clock stopped with 11:12 remaining here in the first half. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 safety in the middle right now for the Miller defense. Take the running back Piper and move him to the right side of the quarterback. Running play across the formation. That's Kobe Piper. But it's really hard to run that play against that very fast Miller defense. Nice job of chasing by senior defensive tackle Manuel Lozano.
Yeah, he was all over it. Let's give kudos to that really good Miller defense. Also went on the play there. You saw him, number 32, Darryl Harvey.
Clock running, 10:42 remaining in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. 3-man defense at front for Miller. Center fit has plenty of time. Throws deep far side. Got a man. That is complete. Receiver leans toward the pylon. Doesn't quite get it. That once again, well, who else would it be?
Yeah,
that's
of course.
Cameron De La Pena.
That was a beautiful pass.
Inside the 1-yard line. A beautiful pass, no question about it. But what a job of fighting for the football by De La Pena.
Betts is trying to hurry up and run, but didn't have enough Miller players out there.
From inside the 1. First and goal. Eagles trying to finish up what would be a 67-yard touchdown drive. This is the 8th play of the drive coming up, and Miller wants to take a timeout.
Yeah, they didn't have enough guys out there, and Betts was trying to snap the ball in a hurry, and there were still 4 or 5 different Miller players running onto the field. They just never could get situated.
I just wonder, and I'm sure that after the game, however this game goes, we'll get a chance to talk to Cody Semper, the Eagles head coach. I'm just wondering what they saw on video that made them want to make De La Pena such a huge part, the centerpiece of this offensive game plan.
Well, he's got 111 yards receiving individually, and he's just tearing up that Miller secondary. But here are your first quarter stats. Total yards, 120 to 71. Betts owns that. Rushing yards, not a lot of rushing in this game. We didn't really expect to see a whole lot. Passing yards, pretty much all Betts. No turnovers yet in this football game. But again, as we mentioned, De La Pena, 111 yards so far. And a lot of that after the catch.
Well, he came into this game with 34 catches for right at 500 yards and 5 TDs. But what a first half he's having. First and goal from inside the 1. They'll go for the Wildcat formation. And the Wildcat quarterback will get in for the touchdown. That is Ryan Hinojosa. And again, I think the result of a little more video study there as they go from the Wildcat formation and they get the 1-yard touchdown to finish off the 67-yard touchdown drive.
All right, so they answer the Miller touchdown with a score of their own.
Here's the PAT. It's on its way. And once again, the Eagles retake a 2-score lead, a 14-point lead at 21-7. Back with the final 10 minutes of the second quarter in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Day South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
Does he do tricks?
Mr. Shakespeare, who's the greatest TV and internet provider around?
With epic fast internet up to gig speeds and unparalleled customer service, well, that's got to be Grande.
Imagine that.
Yeah, make the switch. For just $35.99 a month, you can get up to 300 meg internet plus standard Wi-Fi. Imagine better with Grande. Go to mygrande.com and switch today.
Accidents are awful, and when you're injured in an accident, your worries can pile up faster than your medical bills. You might wonder what to do, who to call. The simple answer? Call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry helps people who are in accidents get their lives back on track. We fight the insurance companies for you and help you get maximum compensation for your injuries. An injury doesn't have to be the end of the road for you and your family. Call Thomas J. Henry. Available 24/7, nights and weekends.
You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by your Coastal Bend Chevy dealers and brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium. 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining before halftime. The Veterans Memorial Eagles jump out to a 14-0 lead. Miller counters with a touchdown. And then another counter punch by Veterans Memorial to retake a 2-score lead at 21-7. Wildcat formation and interesting personnel.
Yeah, it was. This time it was Jacob Hernandez, number 13, who would carry the ball in for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. So many weapons on the vet side, and Hernandez showing us what he can do, and he ran in untouched.
Here's the kickoff. Taken at the 26-yard line. That's Moya. What a versatile player he is, and this ends up being a very effective return out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want to kick to number 18. All right, here's the touchdown. Let's take it up. Okay, well, this is the kickoff. Okay, this is Moya. And a lot of guys will just fair catch it, but he didn't, and he took it for about another 15, 20 yards after the catch.
He is the consummate team player. We have seen him make contribution after contribution on offense, defense, and special teams throughout the season, really.
Oh yeah, he's been a fever game changer this year as well.
Miller trailing by 14 starts this drive from their 45. Bodied the quarterback. He has thrown a touchdown pass, his 45th of the season. Jacks this one deep down the far side, got a man wide open and overthrows Ralph Rodriguez at about the 15-yard line. To the sidelines we go, and Chelsea Torres. All right, we'll get back to that report momentarily. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the Miller 45. Now under 10 minutes remaining in the first half of what we've described as maybe the most anticipated local high school football game in
that's a good
generation.
That's a good shot of all the fans
Look at that.
sitting
Look
in the
at
bleachers behind the fence there.
Says a lot for Corpus Christi as a hotbed of high school football.
Oh.
That might have been a walk-in score if he hits him on the slant. That was Ralph Rodriguez, the intended target again. And I say it would probably have been a score because that's the fastest dude on the field.
It really, he's probably the fastest player in South Texas. But let's take another look at it and I don't know, he should have had that one, looks like.
Ralph Rodriguez, who came into the game with 63 catches for over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Had 7 catches for 78 yards on the score last week in that win over Southwest. Body wants to throw, does so over the middle, hits Adrian Lloyd in the hands, and that one goes incomplete as well.
Man, that's another one they probably should have had. And now they got 3rd and long.
Well, it's worse than that. It's 4th down.
4th down, I apologize.
Not at all.
I'm a little baffled by these drops here.
Should be. Very uncharacteristic of this team. Well, they've gone for every 4th down they face, though they're going to do it again, this time from their 45-yard line, trailing by 14 points. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Body under pressure, and he's trying to get away, and he won't. He's going to get sacked. That's the 24th sack of the year by this Eagles defense, and doing the honors this time was defensive tackle M.J. Rodriguez, and the ball goes over, and the Eagles with another just absolutely golden scoring opportunity here with 9:44 left in the half.
Yeah, that's number 41. That's Dalen Pena, who comes in and makes the big sack for Vets Memorial, and they're going to get great field position.
Today's broadcast brought to you by CCRV, keeping RVs affordable and fun.
I expect to see you out and about in one of those one day, maybe.
Don't put me out. That sounds like a really good idea and a lot of fun. Absolutely. Run pass option for sure. And that's that man, Cameron De La Pena, again. He had a pretty good job of pursuit by the Miller defense, and they hold him to about a 3-yard gain. Yeah, I would like that.
Well,
I think it looked like fun.
It does. I mean, you could travel the country, go watch football games. That's what I was
Which
thinking.
is exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I would love to do that too.
You're invited. 2nd and 7. From the 37-yard line. Vets has been in control coming into this game with a record of 9-3, riding a 3-game winning streak. Center fit, and we do have a whistle and a stoppage in play.
You know, it's funny how, football obviously is the eternal team sport. It's funny how it's all kind of just comes together out of nowhere, you know?
It really is, and I know sometimes people get tired of hearing football guys like you and me say this, but it really is the ultimate team sport.
It is.
Because there cannot be a weak link and have this machine work.
Everybody is doing their job right now for Vets Memorial and doing it very effectively.
Walk-off is back to the 42-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Bring a man in motion across the formation. That's Joey Perez. Running play as they go opposite the motion to the quarterback, Carter's center fit. Not much happening there. It'll be 3rd and almost a full 12. 5, Brad Berta is the wide receiver to the near side here, with Joey Perez in the slot. Also 2 receivers to the far side. Toby Piper, the running back, to the right. Quarterback Carter center. Miller with a lot of guys in coverage, including 2 safeties. Centerfield wants to throw. It was supposed to be a comeback route, and it falls incomplete. It was intended for Matthew Kroll.
Well, let's see what they're going to do here. We're facing, Vets is facing 4th and 12. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, you know, again, I think this wind influences 4th down decisions. You'd be punting into that stiff breeze. And plus, you've got good field position. You're up by 14. Why not? 4th and 12. Miller showing blitz, especially the middle linebacker, Ja'Shawn Trimble.
And now he's going to kick it.
Or not.
Oh.
And they try to throw it out of that formation, and it falls incomplete. It was intended for Piper. There was a little shoving going on at the end of that play, Alan.
Yeah, there was. We've seen a lot of that so far today. You know, Victoria Veterans Memorial today, 6 runs, just 5 yards. So all their
been very effective in the air.
Yeah, it's all come from the air. You know, he was backing up looking like he wanted to pump the foot. That's what I thought he was going to do, but it was just a long snap back. I guess that was a quarterback's decision.
It is, in fact, an option. And again, it's one of the many wrinkles that Cody Semper and his coaching staff at Vets will throw in. There, you know, I call him Inspector Gadget sometime, and he kind of rolls his eyes at me. A lot of people roll their eyes at me, but they're always so well prepared, especially on special teams. 1st and 10, Miller. Passing play on 1st down. They'll rule it a forward pass, so that is an incompletion and not a fumble, but we have coaches to our left who are screaming, fumble, fumble, fumble.
We probably have a good look at that if we can take another look. It probably was a forward pass, but I want to see how close it was.
And the answer is very.
Oh, my gosh.
The answer is very.
That could have been
trying
either.
To set that wide receiver screen, yeah. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 42. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Lone safety on the roof for Vets. Here's the pass to Moya. Breaks 1 tackle, can't break the 2nd one, but does cross midfield and gets into Vets territory at about the 48 before he's knocked down by linebacker Noe Garza. Just shy of a 1st down. 3rd and a little less than a yard. Only 2 linemen with a hand down for Vets. A fumble on the snap is picked up by Andrew Body, and he gets the 1st down.
Boy, that's a nice heads-up play.
Yes, not quite what we saw by Josh Allen and the Bills yesterday, but still pretty impressive, right?
It certainly reminded me of that play. That was definitely going through my head when I saw that.
After this play, we'll go down at the field and Chelsea Torres. Andrew Body on 1st down. Running play. McCulley and Williams so explosive. You can forget this. If he stays in bounds, oh my goodness, he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. He is a